Welcome to another video offered by EduPen channel. So in this video, we are gonna convert kilometers per hour into meters per second, or in other words, we are gonna convert speed into velocity, and we are also gonna convert velocity into speed. So those are the conversions that we are gonna focus on. So this is actually something that you need to keep in your mind always when it comes to conversions between these two. So when we convert kilometers per hour to meters per second, you actually have to multiply. You have to multiply what you are given by 1,000 over 3,600. And then when you convert meters per second to kilometers per hour, you multiply it by vice versa of the above, which is 3,600 over 1,000. So without any waste of time, let's put them into use. So for example, let's say that you are given 30 kilometers per hour. So 30 kilometers per hour is going to be 30 multiplied by, which one is it? We are going to multiply it by 1,000 and divide it by 3,600 because we want to convert it into velocity. So this cancels that and this cancels that, and then you are left with 30 multiplied by 10, which is equals to 300, and then 300 divided by 36 that is left below. So you have 8.33 meters per second. So always remember that everything that you have calculated in physics, always round it off into 2 decimal places. So never forget that, and always write your SI units. Never write a value without any SI unit. And then for 60, it's going to be 60 kilometers per hour in meters per second, or in velocity, it's going to be 60 multiplied by 1,000 divided by 3,600, which is equals to, this cancels that, this cancels that. We are left with 60 multiplied by 10, which is equals to 600. And then 600 divided by the 36 below, you have 16.67 meters per second. So as you can see, I've rounded both answers into 2 decimal places, and they both have SI units, which are very important. And then we continue to conversion of velocity itself to the speed, which is measured in kilometers per hour. So with that one, you're going to say 30 multiplied by 3,600 over 1,000, which is equals to, this cancels that, this cancels that, and this cancels that. So you have 3 multiplied by 36, which is equals to 108 kilometers per hour. For 60 meters per second in kilometers per hour, it's going to be 60 multiplied by 3,600 over 1,000, which is equals to, this cancels that, this cancels that, this cancels that, and then you are left with 6 multiplied by 36, which is equals to 216 kilometers per hour. So in summary, basically what you need to remember is that when you convert velocity into kilometers per hour, or when you convert meters per second into kilometers per hour, you have to remember that kilometers per hour, their values, or the value of the speed, is usually much bigger than that of the velocity, right? So it means that you are going to have to multiply by a bigger number than the one that you will have to multiply with when you are converting kilometers to meters per second. So when you convert meters per second to kilometers per hour, you multiply it by a bigger number, which is 3,600, and then you divide by 1,000. But then when you convert speed into velocity, which means it's kilometers per hour into meters per second, you have to multiply by a smaller number being 1,000, and then dividing by 3,600. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell notification icon so that you do not miss any content from EduPen channel. See you on the next one.